plant respiration.
Let's return to the experience to the English chemist Joseph Priestley, who in 1771 conducted two following experiments. He took two glass cups, placed a mouse under each of them, but under a cup, the placed of a cup with a branch of the plant, the mouse remained alive. There was no plant under the other hood, and the mouse died there. Why do you think the mouse died? What property of the living are we going to talk about in class today? Why didn't the mouse die where the plant was? And so the topic of our lesson is plant respiration. We will tell you the continuation of the story of the experience of Joseph Priestley. We will tell you the continuation of the story of the experience of Joseph Priestley. I took here the certain amount of air which was completely spoiled by the breath of the mouse that had died in it. I divided into two parts. One part of the air was transferred to a vessel immersed in water, and in the other part, also included in a vessel with water, I planted a branch of mint. After enough of 9 days, I found that the mouse could live perfectly well in the part of the air in which the mint branch grew, but the mouse instantly died in another part of it. Within 7 days of being exposure to the tiny air, the mint short had grown almost 3 inches and had also formed several new ones. As the plant seemed to feed on tiny air, that is carbon dioxide, it grew, purifying the air, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. Priestley's discovery made a big impression in the scientific world. The Royal Society of Scientists of London awarded Priestley a large gold medal and honored him at a solemn meeting. After Priestley's experiments with the cup of mouse, the whole high society started talking about the ability of plants to purify the air. It has become unable to put more flowers in rooms. After all, they correct purify the air. One very rich lady decided to test this scientific observation on herself. She told the butler to put more plants in the room for the night. The next morning, the lady woke up with a severe headache, and that evening at the reception she told everyone that Priestley was a cheat and a deceiver. Scientists were excited, and the Royal Society asked Priestley to repair 2 experiments. It was evening in the great hall. Scientists in robes in robes and the white wings were sitting. Candles were burning. They all watched the slides, intent what Priestley was doing. Here you see, the mouse in the jar with a branch of mint is alive. No, he is choking and dying. Sideways. At the end of the lesson, you will try to answer the following questions. Why did the mouse die in the second experiment to the Royal Society? Why does rich lady have a headache? To answer these questions, we will have to study the process of respiration in plants. Let's remember that gases are included in the air. Air composition: nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, carbon dioxide 0.93%. Oxygen and the carbon dioxide have different properties. That's right, when boring organic substances interact with oxygen, organic substances are oxidized and energy is released. The oxidation process can occur not only in vitro, but also living organisms. In animals and humans during digestion, complex organic substances break down into simpler ones from which they were formed. Water and the carbon dioxide. This release energy. Oxidation and complex substance occurs with the participation of oxygen. Respiration is a process of oxidation of complex substance with the preparation of oxygen. Breathing is process of energy in the body of oxygen, which is involved in the reactions of oxidation of complex organic substance into simple ones with the release of energy. Complex organic substance plus oxygen acquire carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. According to the same scheme, the process of respiration occurs in plants. What is the oxygen vowel? How do plants use the energy released by the oxidation of organic substance? Burning is similar to breathing, but the combustion is very rapid, with the release of a large amount of energy, and when breathing, the decomposition of organic substance occurs slowly, gradually in several stages. At each stage, a small amount of energy released which plants use for growth, reproduction, and other vital processes. What gas is produced by respiration? As a result of respiration, carbon dioxide is formed. What are the properties of carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide doesn't support respiration and the combustion. Carbon dioxide can be detected by using lime water. In the carbon dioxide, lime water becomes cloudy. Carbon dioxide can be detected by using a lead splinter, which goes out in the presence of this gas. Do all plant organs breathe? Demonstration of experience. We took 3 transparent jars. In the first one, we placed 30-40 Sloven sporting bean seeds. In the second, carrot roots. Before the experiment, they were placed in the water for 3 days. In the third, freshly cut plant stems with leaves. The cans were cooked and placed in a dark, warm place. The next day, a light candle was placed in each jar. How can you explain the fact that candles go out? All plant organs breathe about it. Science oxygen absorbed during the breathing process and the carbon dioxide is released, which doesn't support combustion. And in all banks the candles are extinguished, therefore all organs of the plant are breathing. It turns out that plants only breathe in the dark. Plants are living organisms and they, like you and me, breathe around the clock under the conditions. During photosynthesis, oxygen is released and carbon dioxide is absorbed. During respiration, oxygen absorbed and carbon dioxide is released. It turns out that in the plant's body, 2 processes take place in the light, photosynthesis and respiration, but oxygen released much more than it's absorbed and in the dark. Only the process of respiration takes place in the plant's body. Do plants have special respiratory organs? Plants don't have special respiratory organs, but they have stomata in the skin of the leaf, through which gas exchange occurs. Stomata consists of 2 closing cells and stomata job. Through which oxygen enters in the intercellular space of the leaf and then into the cells. In cells, the process of oxidation of organic substance occurs. Carbon dioxide is formed, is removed from the cells through the stomatal job. I want to add that respiration in plants can occur in the roots and in the stems. Every plant cell breathes. In the roots, oxygen is absorbed through root hairs, and in the stems through the lintels. Therefore, after rain and after watering houseplants, it is necessary to loosen the ground and increase the access of oxygen to their roots. So we have established that plants need oxygen to breathe. But in plants, the opposite process of photosynthesis takes place, a result of which oxygen is released. Living things cannot live without oxygen. How will we answer the problematic question posed at the beginning of the lesson?